Like a legit two-step or like an Alabama two-step? Legit is like 5 minutes.
Legit, well, she's got to write it, so like.
You want to take a picture of it? Okay. Yeah. I'll put it on a darker background so you can see it with the light. Yeah, they wait the last second. Yeah, we're gonna ask them 15
Come and make sure we play down the swing. Huh?
I should have kept. I should have that. Say I'm sorry.
Well, if it's dead, that's all right.
Take this to him.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, Rebel fans, and welcome to Rebel Baseball 2023 District Championship Edition in the Rebel Zone. Tonight, we welcome in again the Eagles of Chesnee High School. The Rebels now sit at 18-6 overall and 7-1 in Region 3 after opening with a 1-3 record in the Peach Ridge Invitational. For the regular season, the Rebels were 14-3 with wins over 96, a top 10 Batesburg-Leesville team twice. Another top 5 team in Mid-Carolina, Pillion twice, South Aiken, Saluda, Midland Valley, Silver Bluff, and Fox Creek. Rebels have regular season losses to Mid-Carolina by 1, by Clinton, who was the number 1 3A school in the state. I think they still are. That was a 3-run loss there, and 1 on the region finale at Fox Creek. The latest playoff win and their latest playoff win versus Columbia High School and these Chesnee Eagles in round 2 of District 3 playoffs with a 7-0 victory. The Rebels welcome in the Chesnee Eagles after Chesnee's 6-4 win over Newberry in round 1, a second round loss to the Rebels, and a third round win against Newberry again in an 8-4 win on a moved up Friday night game that was scheduled Saturday. Chesnee now comes in at 12-12 with a 6-2 mark In Region 1, the Eagles have posted wins over Landrum twice, Woodruff twice, Fountain Inn, Greenville Tech Charter twice, Blacksburg, and Liberty. The Eagles have losses against Greenville, Travelers Rest, Blacksburg, RS Central out of North Carolina, Liberty, Chase out of North Carolina, and Christ School out of North Carolina, Chapman and Broome twice. That brings us to our Rebel Rewind section. The 2023 AA second round playoffs of the two round one winners was on Thursday night in the Rebel Zone as the Rebels welcomed in the Eagles of Chesnee High School. The Eagles are the number 2 seed out of Region 1. The Eagles sent Jordan Fitch to the mound. Fitch was effective, but Rebels batters timed him up early and often. Fitch pitched 3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Rebels barreled up many balls right at fielders as well. Eli Henderson comes on in the 4th. For the next 2 innings, he gives up 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Carlson Williamson closes out the 6th for the Eagles and gives up 1 run on 1 hit, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. The Rebels countered with big Cody Davenport. Cody was on early and bounced back nicely from his only, let's say, less than stellar performance in the Fox Creek game, where he left the game with some arm tenderness. Said he felt good, and it showed. Cody kept the Eagles off balance the entire game while he was on the mound. Cody pitches 5 complete, giving up only 1 hit, no runs, with 7 strikeouts, and only 2 walks. In a familiar 2023 role, freshman Evan Bates comes on to close out the last 2 innings. Evan strikes out 4 out of 6 batters, gives up only 2 hits, no runs, and no walks. At the plate for the Eagles, not a whole lot to report as no one crossed the plate, but they did manage 3 singles. I got something off here. Anyway, with 1, Martin led his team with 2 hits. Eagles bat 125 for the game with only a 192 on-base percentage. For the Rebels were going early and placing pressure on the Eagles the entire game, aggressive on the base pass, as the Rebels had 7 hits, led by Drew Johnson and James Creasy with 2 each. Bates, Jolly, and Willis all recorded hits, with triples by Bates, a triple by Bates, and a double by Creasy. Rebels bat 292 for the game with a 412 on base percentage, 417 sluggage, and 292 with runners in scoring position. The Rebels did leave 9 on base, leaving many scoring opportunities on the table. Rebels only strike out 3 times, walk 5 times, and 2 hit by pitches. They only get harder from here, and here we go, round 3 and the district championship tonight. The Eagles will have to defeat the Rebels twice. Rebels need 1 victory to clinch, and the Rebels come in winners of 11 out of 12. We hope to keep the momentum going tonight as the Eagles send Paul Martin to the mound, and the Rebels are going to counter with big lefty Will Logue. So that does it for Rebel Rewind, and as you know, it is time for playoff district championship baseball. Home plate umpires meeting is getting underway. It's almost time for pregame lineups, our national anthem first pitch, and of course, we got all of your South Carolina playoff updates. Single A all the way up to 5A coming at you as the game goes along. So we'll step out just for a moment, get ready for pregame introductions. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Welcome back to the Rebel Zone. Ike Johnson, Gary Johnson with you live for District Championship 2023, Rebels versus Eagles, a common opponent that we saw earlier in the playoffs, actually our last game, which sent Chesnee to the elimination bracket where they had to defeat Newberry 8-4 to earn their way back to the championship game, kind of like we did last year, where we ran into the infamous Oceanside Collegiate. Beat us out in the district championship last year, who went on to pretty much walk through the 3A state championship. And now they're 2A.
Probably about to walk their way to state there.
So definitely a tall task. And the home plate umpire meeting has ended. I will jump over to the Stadium PA for pregame introductions. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
Where's my mouse?
Oh, I didn't get it out. I'm sorry. We'll get it.
It's fine. It just caught me off guard.
Messes things up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Strom Thurmond High School and the home of Rebels Baseball, where tonight we feature a matchup for the District 3 Championship between our guests, the Chesnee Eagles, and your Strom Thurmond Rebels. On behalf of the Edgefield County School District, Strom Thurmond High School, and all of our faculty and staff, we welcome you to tonight's game. We ask that you act responsibly and you're always courteous to all those around you. We respectfully request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner, exhibiting honor, character, and sportsmanship at all times. And for your safety, please keep your eyes on the playing field, as foul balls can and will leave the playing field throughout the course of the game. We ask that all foul balls please be returned to the closest dugout. And now let's show your support for your team as today's starting lineups and reserves are called. Visiting team, please toe the foul line as your name is called. Home team, take the field. And now, let's show your support and welcome our opponents, the Chesnee Eagles. Leading off for the Eagles in center field, number 1, Carson Williamson. Batting second, the left fielder, number 21, Cohen Orr. Batting third, the first baseman, number 11, Tucker Johnson. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 14, Ethan Lawson. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 2, Carson Gossett. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 34, Paul Martin. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 8, Eli Henderson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 4, Dawson Pruitt. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 24, Kyle Martin. Starting tonight at third base for the Eagles, number 9, Daniel Weiss. Rounding out the Eagle roster, number 10, Zayden Hammett. Number 13, Jordan Fitch. Number 15, Bryson Sprinkle. Number 16, Jaden Hill. Number 25, Aiden Green. And number 35, Riley Dominguez. And now, in the Rebel Zone, you know what time it is. Let's hear it for your relentless Rebels. Leading off at shortstop, number 2, Drew Johnson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, James Creasy. Batting third, at first base, number 8, Justice Hammett. Batting fourth, behind the plate for the Rebels, number 7, Ethan Bates. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 10, Ben Jolly. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 14, Braden McAllister. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 12, Cody Davenport. Batting third, at third base, number 5, Jay Willis. Batting eighth, Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 6, Dallas Hit. Starting tonight on the mound for the Rebels, number 19, Will Loga. Rounding out your Rebel roster, number 1, Blaine Johnson. Number 3, Nate Nordine. Number 4, Colton Mason. Number 5, Seth Waits. Number 11, Jace Anderson. Number 13, Caleb Simpkins. Number 16, Bryson Bryant. Number 17, Evan Bates. And number 18, Landon Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise. Remove your hats facing the flag in the left center field for the playing of our national anthem, recognizing the great men and women who have and continue to serve this great nation, keeping it the land of the free because of the home of the brave, after we pause for 9 seconds. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, and now Tyler Johnson in the house. We are ready to go for first pitch. Got a little mouse to find for Ike Rogers, who's on now PA Sound, and Teej on the field scoreboard. There she is. For those of you who could not make it to the game tonight, welcome in on Rebel Radio. For those of you who can make it, you should not be listening to me. All right. Got the mouse taken care of. Big Will Logue will take the mound tonight. We'll get into other playoff action here shortly. If you didn't hear the starting lineups for the Eagles, leading off center field, number 1, Carlson Williamson. Batting second, the left fielder, 21, Cohen Orr. Batting third, first baseman, 11, Tucker Johnson. Batting fourth, the catcher, 14, Ethan Lawson. Batting fifth, shortstop, number 2, Carson Gossett. Batting sixth, pitcher, 34, Paul Martin. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 8, Eli Henderson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 4, Dawson Pruitt. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 24, Kyle Martin. And at third base, number 9, Daniel Weiss. And the Rebels counter with leading off Drew Johnson. He'll be at shortstop. Batting second, James Creasy will be at third. Will bat third, be at first. James Creasy will bat second. He'll be in center field. Justice Hammett will bat third. He'll be at first base. Ethan Bates catching, batting fourth. Ben Jolly at second base, batting fifth. Braden McAllister will be in left field, batting sixth. Cody Davenport will bat seventh, will be the designated hitter. Jay Willis will be at third base. He'll bat eighth. And Dallas Hitt will bat ninth, and he is in right field. Taking the mound, our senior lefty, Will Logue, and we are ready for pitch number 1. Again, the Rebels need to win one of the two. Hopefully it'll be the first one. The Eagles will have to win twice, and your leadoff batter will be Carson Williamson.
Number 1, Carson Williamson.
Williamson was hitless in the first appearance against the Rebels. Yeah, it was a few like that. Hopefully we keep it going tonight. And pitch number one. We're underway. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Will is not overpowering with speed, but he does foul ball, strike two. He does have some deceptive movement. He does locate well, and he will pump a fastball or two by you every now and then. Oh, I'm missing part of my binoculars. What's up with that? And the 0-2 pitch to Williamson. Outside corner, just a little bit low. Great, excellent two-strike pitch. Just misses low and outside. So we can get this all-important first out and get this game started on the right track. And the 1-2 pitch popped up in foul territory. It's going to get out of play into the stands and caught by a Rebel fan, but it doesn't count. Nice play, though. Who was that? We don't know. So Williamson stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball stays up for ball two. Paul Martin will take the mound tonight for the Eagles. We didn't see him in the first game. We saw three pitchers, but not him. And the pitch popped up and into foul territory. Calling for it is Ethan. He's unable to make the catch at the Eagle dugout. So Williamson stays alive. Yeah, it was a tough one. Most of the clouds have gone away, and was a pretty cloudy day most of the day. Wind blowing slightly out. And a very warm day, too. I think it's high 80s last time I checked. So we're 2-2 to pitch to Williamson from Logue. Low and outside again. It's now full. And a 3-2 pitch from Logue. Misses outside, ball four. So after no 2 count, we lose him. Williamson battles a couple of foul balls to stay alive and draws the walk. Cohen Orr now your batter. Orr was 1 for 3 in the previous game. Throw over to first, not in time. To go into work his Logue, and the pitch. Bunt shown, bunted down first base line, and he'll take it for the out. And the runner moves to second, so the sac bunt works. It was kind of a standoff for a second. As Justice wasn't sure if he wanted to let it go foul or not.
Was it against the
But
Padres that the dude ran back home in the Gotchas?
Yeah, but he takes the out at first now.
Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Tucker Johnson.
That moves Williamson to second. Tucker Johnson, your batter, 0 for 3 in the first meeting with the Rebels last Thursday evening. And a pitch outside, ball one. Williamson gets a huge secondary over there. That pitch catches the knee, strike one. I think he's trying to draw a throw to second so he can go to third because it's large. 1-1 pitch to Tucker Johnson. Will steps off, takes a look at Williamson. Five o'clock game time today, just in case we have to play two. Like we said, we certainly hope that's not the case. That pitch popped up the middle. Creasy camped underneath it. The tag is made. He left early. He goes back wisely to second base as he left early, so nobody advances. So now 2 down, Williamson at second. Williamson did leave early. Who knows if you get those calls or not? That's a tough one, but Williamson retreats back to second base, and Ethan Lawson will be your batter. Let's see. Who we got batting? Ethan Lawson. Ethan was 0 for 2. And Will spins the second, no throw. See if Will can get out of it here with Ethan Lawson about it. A runner, big secondary strike called. Ethan pounces out from behind the runner, ready to throw, but I think Williamson is trying to draw a throw. I think his MO is, I'll have a big enough secondary to where if you throw behind me, I'm taking off the third. So best to leave him alone right here with 2 outs. And a ball down third baseline, fielded by, it gets by Willis. Williamson is going to, there's going to be a throw at the plate. He's out at the plate. The throw by McAllister gets Williamson at home. Nobody scores. Great way to open up the first inning. We move to the bottom of the first. Good guys have work to do. 0-0 in the Rebel Zone. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live in the Rebel Zone. We'll start getting into our playoff brackets. We'll go ahead and talk about Upper State a little bit. Let's see if we can kind of will this to happen. It opens up on May 1st, which is Thursday night. So game 1 will be the District 1 winner, which will be either Pillion or Abbeville. Congratulations to Abbeville battling through after having to play a play-in game to get in. They'll have to defeat Pillion twice. Game 1 will be District 1 winner, District 2 winner. District 2 is Mid Carolina versus Fox Creek. Fox Creek will have to win twice to get in. Game 2 will be District 3 will be the home team. That'll either be Strom Thurmond or Chesnee. And District 4 winner will either be Gray Collegiate or Batesburg Leesville, who will have to defeat Gray Collegiate twice. So that's your Upper State setup. That starts Thursday night. All right, so we'll go up to District 1 Class 2A. What's happened since we were with you last is that Abbeville, let's see, Pillion beat Blacksburg 10-3 on May 4th. So on May 6th, Abbeville was able to defeat Blacksburg 8-5, and they advanced to tonight's game against Pillion at Pillion, where Abbeville will have to win twice. What's happened in District 2 is that Liberty lost to Mid Carolina. They went down to play Fox Creek. Fox Creek defeated Liberty 8-2. That advances Fox Creek to the championship game. They'll have to defeat Mid Carolina twice tonight at Mid Carolina. After the Rebels beat Chesnee, they went down to play Newberry. They won that game 8-4, and thus we are here tonight. And in Upper State District 4, Gray Collegiate beat Saluda 11-0. Saluda went down to play Batesburg Leesville, where they lost 10-2. So now Batesburg is at Gray Collegiate tonight, and they'll have to win too.
The shortstop, number 2, Drew Johnson.
That does it for your Upper State. We'll go into lower or Upper State. We'll go into lower state after this half inning. Andrew Johnson, the batter. The ball stays up. Ball 1. Does better outside the window, but you can get it still. And the second pitch from Martin. Hit to right field. Going back is Kyle Martin, and he'll make the play in right field deep but out. Number 1 for Drew Johnson. Brings James Creasy to the plate.
Stepping up to the plate, number 9, James Reese.
Creasy was 1 for 3 with a double in the last appearance against the Eagles. Martin coming in in the high 70s. And second pitch, that ball hit into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Creasy doing what Creasy does. It wasn't anything hard hit, but hit in the exact right spot. So now runner on first base and Creasy. Hammett will be your batter.
Now batting the first baseman, number 8, Justin Hammett.
See if the Rebels can strike first and help out with that TPI score. Almost a packed house night in the Rebel Zone with a 5 o'clock start. I'll give us an A- tonight. We're slowly climbing the charts in fan attendance. It's pretty slack there about middle, late of the year. I call them like I see them. Don't always mean I'm right, but I call them like I see them anyway. And the 1-0 pitch to Hammett stays outside, ball 2. Balk is called, so that's going to be a no pitch. I missed the balk, but let's see. Got to go to my miscellaneous. He didn't come set. Says Teej. Now I'll go back to 1-0 is the count. Who called that? The plate umpire?
Not Corey, Casey.
Casey, the home plate umpire.
Corey's at third tonight.
So 1-0 now, runner at scoring position in by way of James Creasy's single to left field. And the 1-0 pitch fouled back toward the bricks, strike 1. Casey has a very short motion. First 2 guys that pitched last week, which was Fitch and Henderson, had some very long pitches with some kind of unusual hand motions that worked pretty good for them. I mean, we didn't absolutely obliterate them by any means. Did what we needed to do to get the win. But Martin's motion is short to the plate. Ball 2. I'm sorry, 1 pitch didn't count. 2-1.
Hardly separates, and he doesn't look like he's ready.
See, we'll get Teach on Twitter. He's the Twitter master. Try to get you some score updates as the night goes on. That's my phone is the camera, so I can't do it. The 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Mr. Hammett doesn't agree, but not a democracy here, sir. Unfortunately. We could take a vote. 2-2 pitch.
In the MLB, you do get that. Isn't that 1 shot? Got around that.
Safe at third. He's called out. Strikeout looking, but safe at third. That pitch was inside, but called strike 3.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Ethan Bates.
A very close play at third as Creasy was going on the pitch. Now Ethan Bates, your batter. Creasy 90 feet away. See if the Rebels can get this run home early as we hit the bottom of the first. And first pitch to Bates is in the dirt. Here comes Creasy. He will be in standing up on the passed ball. We'll take him however we can get him. Manufacture one. However you can get him now. Rebels score first, 1-0. Now Bates is ahead in the count 1-0. Let's keep it going here with 2 outs. You can score just as many with 2 outs as you can with no outs or 1 out. So they tell me. And a pitch. That's a good looking pitch, but it stays outside, says Mr. Blue. 2-0 now on Bates. They all pitch way over the top. But this is a short motion, though. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. He was, dropped down arm slots. 2-1 now to count on Bates. And the pitch. That ball hit deep to left field. Now up 2-0 over the Connex in left field. That was an absolute blast. Yeah, that was a no-doubter on that one. Rebels now up 2-0 on the home run blast by Ethan Bates. Now brings up Ben Jolly, who has plenty of power in his bat as well. The home runs are pretty even up and down the lineup. There's not a whole lot of people, if you're trying to avoid the long ball, that you can pitch around in this lineup. You make a mistake, that any one of them can definitely make you pay for it. And now 2 down, see if Jolly can keep it going. That first pitch is on the outside, strike one called. Looked kind of lowish. And the 0-1 pitch to Jolly is a little bit more outside, ball one. So good guys have won this inning already. So what's the old saying? Win the innings, win the game. Swing and a miss, strike two. Yeah, Jolly was going. He wanted to see if he could hit it farther than Bates on that one. Now the wind blowing to right field, which is where Jolly hit his home run the other night. 1-2, got to shorten it up here, and the pitch is a number foul toward the Eagle dugout. Jolly stays alive. Not sure if the other regions or the other districts followed suit with the 5 o'clock start time. I don't know if they did or not. So the 1-2 pitch to Jolly from Martin. Breaking ball, Jolly fouls it off, gets rid of that one. He's doing a much better job of dumping pitches that are borderline to keep himself alive, as he is. Yeah, climbing out of the early season slump he was in. That ball drilled toward the Rebel dugout and foul. And your pitcher don't need to be anywhere near where balls are being batted, sir. All right, pitch number 7. Jolly staying alive, 1-2. And the pitch popped up a mile high, and that's going to hit our roof, I think. Waiting for it. Wait for it. No.
Please turn all foul balls near dugout. Thank you.
Jolly stays alive, 1-2. Pitch number, 8? Quality at bat, but we'll take a hit. We don't want any book victories. And a pitch, low, ball 2. Well taken by Ben. That don't sound right for some reason. Anyway. Those of you following the NBA playoffs, Djokovic will not serve a suspension after tussling with the Suns owner in the stands. Did you see that? Yeah, it's kind of odd. 2-2. The pitch, breaking ball stays up, ball 3. Who is that? I don't know Twitter handles. 1-1, top third, Batesburg, Leesville, and Gray Collegiate. And a pitch. That ball hit in the 6 hole. What an at bat by Ben Jolly. Oh my goodness. Talk about textbook. He takes 9 pitches and just shortens it up, lays one into the 6. Well, he drills it, but just throws his hands out there and pushes it into the 6 hole to get himself on base. Braden McAllister, your batter. Braden showing very well for his sophomore year, playing much more like a more seasoned veteran than a lot of sophomores do. And Jolly's on first, and the first pitch to McAllister. Oh, there's a hop toward first, but no throw. I hope that's not his first base move because it's like a big hop. Anyway, and the pitch outside, strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch to McAllister. Jolly goes. The throw is, what is this? The second baseman. he catches the ball. This is like what stuff I go crazy with 12-year-olds. He catches the ball in front, 5 feet in front of the bag. What's he cutting off? There's nobody else on base. Yeah, he's at the cutout. So there's unless he is plastic man and extends his arms. Anyway, they did that the other night. That's poor baseball. So second. Well, I mean, they got the tools. That's not one of them though. So I got 1-1, and the runner goes to third. There'll be no throw. So running early again is the Rebels. And was that a strike? So 1-2 now. McAllister 90 feet away is Jolly after the defensive indifference at third base. Now 90 feet away. See if McAllister can push another one home. Ball's outside, nicely blocked up by Lawson. Ball 2-2. See if Martin tries to get him to chase here if he comes right after him. With a runner on third. The pitch, he comes right after him. It's low, bounces away, but not far enough for Jolly to come home. Full count on Braden McAllister. Cody Davenport waits on base. Big Code. I have dubbed him the nicest guy on our baseball team. And the 1-2 pitch. A power payoff pitch. I'm sorry, it's ball 4. McAllister is now on base. So good long first inning for the Rebels. We'll take it. Now 28 pitches in for Martin. Not a lot of pitches, but batter number 7 comes to the plate, first and third for the Rebels. Nicest, and Tyler says probably the smartest. And we got some dudes with some GPA. I said that the other night. This Rebels team is done right. And the first pitch to, and the runner goes on the first pitch. Is back off the backstop. Nice big hop. Jolly is unable to, camera's fine. Shoot. We'll find out in a minute. So second base on the wild pitch is McAllister. Time called. There will be a visit to the mound. So we'll move on into the lower state in Class 2A, Lower State District 5. Andrew Jackson defeated Bishop England 7-4. Bishop England went down to play Edisto in the elimination bracket and defeats Edisto 9-2. So Bishop England visits Andrew Jackson tonight, where Bishop England will need to win. Lower State District 6, Wade Hampton fell short to Sherraw 6-3. Wade Hampton went down to play Marion. I don't have that score. So Sherraw is playing the winner of that game. Lower State District 7, Oceanside Collegiate defeats Buford 11-1. Buford goes down and defeats Barnwell 3-2. So Buford visits Oceanside tonight at Mount Pleasant, and we'll have to win 2. There, we'll do District 8 now as we go in later as we go into first pitch to Cody. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So now two Rebels in scoring position. McAllister on second, Jolly on third. Cody, your batter. 0-1 to count on Davenport, and the pitch is low. Oh, nicely blocked up. Lawson just saved a run right there. Ball 1. Yeah, catcher's getting beat up early, walking around shaking his hand off. Might have got it in front of the mitt rather than behind the mitt. So 1-1 your count on Big Code. And a 1-1 pitch to Davenport. Strike 2. One and 2 now. Cody's going to have to shorten it up, move some runners here. Definitely hit for power and average. So we'll see what Martin chooses to throw to Davenport. And the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Great pitch. That was an excellent 2-strike pitch. Cody laid off. Not many people would have laid off of that pitch, but outside. Yeah, it's true. 2-2. And the pitch stays high and outside. We're full. Full count on Davenport. Runners aren't forced. They won't be going on this pitch unless Coach Horton does the squeeze. We got the palms up at second base from McAllister. Apparently he doesn't know the call. But the payoff pitch, swing, popped up and foul out of play toward the track area. All right, Braden, we got 2 outs. You're going on, well, not necessarily on contact. It remains full, but he can have a bigger lead so he can score. He's got to let that ball. Don't want to run into a tag. And the 3-2. The ball's in the dirt. On comes Jolly. He'll be in for another run, and McAllister scores. Davenport walks to first base. So that would be a passed ball, and ball 4 for Cody. Now Rebels on top 3-0.
The third baseman, number 5, 15, Jay Willis. Give me a.
Jay Willis, your batter. Miss Dana wrote that one. She writes too neat. That's why I can't read it. I need sloppy chicken scratch. That's what I read. Oh, well, come on, man. 15, 1. What's the difference? 10. Jay Willis, your batter. Braden on first. Cody on first. Yeah, something like that. And the pitch stays up. Ball 1. No, let him keep pitching.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. Keeping that all night.
And Cody on first. McAllister on third. With McAllister's speed, another pass ball will be another run. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung, hit softly in the left field. That's going to be trouble. Nope, camping out underneath is the shortstop, Gossett, for out number 3. That ball died. So the Rebels do push 3 across on 3 hits, leave 2 on. Good guys on top 3-0. We moved into the top of the second. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. And we are up to the last district, District 8, Class A. Let's see. North Central defeated Woodland 10-2. Woodland drops to the elimination bracket and defeats Andrews 18-10. So Woodland is at North Central tonight, and they will have to win 2 to advance. That's your district or your Class 2A baseball. For those who follow Class A, we'll get into that. Let's see. Tonight you have Christ Church hosting McBee. McBee defeated Whitmer earlier this week. McBee will have to win twice. In District 2, you have Southside Christian hosting Dixie. Dixie defeated Calhoun County 10-0. Dixie will have to defeat Southside Christian twice. Upper State District 3, Louisville will host St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's Catholic defeated Rich Spring Monetta 17-1. St. Joseph's will have to win 2 to stay alive there. And Upper State District 4, Ware Shoals is hosting Brashear Middle College Charter, who defeated Williston Echo 10-9 earlier this week. Brashear Middle College Charter will have to defeat Ware Shoals twice. So that's your Upper State. In Class A, we're ready for the top of the second. Carson Gossett, your batter for the Eagles. And the first pitch from Jolly is popped into foul territory. Getting a bead on it is Hammett, and he drops the ball after it gets way up there into that sun. Pillion is over Abbeville 2-0. I don't know what inning that is. After 2. So some good games out there. Again, shout out to Abbeville. I mean, they had to play their way in, and here they are in the district championship. So getting hot at the right time makes a difference. That ball Spun Hammond around a couple times. The second pitch is high and outside. Looking up in the super bright sun now. It hits Hammett's gloves and falls harmlessly to the ground, but hope it doesn't come back to get us. The 1-1 pitch. That ball popped up. Same spot. Jolly calling for it now, and that will be out number 1. Brings Paul Martin to the mound.
Now batting the pitcher, 34, Paul Martin.
Let's see. I don't think we have anything on. Paul didn't play last game. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. All right. He was actually he was 2 for 3. Strike 1 called. This is the other Martin. This is the pitcher. Oh, he looks much bigger down here than he does on the mound. 0-1, first pitch called strike. That ball hit up the middle, off of Will's foot. Jolly Fields throws to first in time. Out number 1. Give the assist to Will's toes.
Following the assist by Lowe. Now batting the DH, Eli Henderson.
Huh? Out number 2, my bad. That rolls us back around to the top. Nope, no, we're at 8. Eli Henderson, the designated hitter. 2 down now. That ball hit off of Will's foot. I know it. We'll make fun of it. I know it hurt a little bit, but that's Will. He'll be okay. And that first pitch outside, strike 1. 0-1, Will pitching ahead. And a pitch hit up the middle off the mound. That's going to get into center field for the first hit. No, for the is that the first hit?
No, there's been one. Or no, they won't that.
Did they have a walk? It was a walk the first inning.
Now batting the second baseman, Dawson Pruitt.
So Eli Henderson on first now. First hit surrendered by Will Lowe. Dawson Pruitt, the batter. Pruitt 0 for 3. That ball fouled back off the net. Strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch from Lowe. Henderson a very conservative lead at first. That ball's up. Ball 1. Oh, Will. He stopped and fixed his pants and then gave the home plate umpire a thumbs up, and home plate umpire was paying no attention. 1-1. And a pitch inside just misses Pruitt, ball 2.
This is the first time I can remember him being behind the batter.
And a 2-1 pitch. And
Speaking of behind the batter,
it's behind Pruitt. Ball 3. Pruitt's heart rate just jumped about 20 beats a minute. It would have hit him if he wouldn't have got out of the way. And a 3-1 pitch. Outside, strike 2. That was off speed. That looked kind of sliderish. Was it 3-1? Would you throw a slider at 3-1? I want to fast. Oh, well, it tails away because he's left-handed. So now the payoff pitch to Pruitt. The runner goes inside, ball 4. So let's see if Will can get out of this one with 2 on. Kyle Martin, the batter. This will be the 9-hole batter.
I can't tell if I have my hand.
I think I heard you.
Well, of course you did.
Yeah, but I think I heard it on the speakers. I think. Again, upper state championship starts Thursday night. Should the Rebels win this game, we will host again the winner of the Gray Collegiate Batesburg lineup. Yeah. And the ball hit into 6-hole. Diving is Willis. Being waved around third. He'll hold at third. Cut. And because of the play in the first inning, that caused the runner to hold up at third. So now bases loaded, 2 outs. And we move to the top of the lineup, Carlson Williamson, a walk in his first plate appearance. The lefty here. See if the Rebels can get out of this inning with nobody scoring would be nice. And the first pitch to Williamson is fouled out of play down the third base line. Williamson definitely goes after the ball. He doesn't take many pitches. So 2 base hits in the inning for the Eagles. Now Will goes to work. Outside ball 1. See how Will works under pressure here for the first time. It's only the second inning, but still. Here we are. The 1-1 to Williamson. Popped up and off the backstop net. Strike 2. Hammer's hanging in there. Yeah, I think this is played not just this year's team, but Rebels historically just give up a lot of 2-strike hits. It's a common thing. I think it's just kind of coincidental, but anyway, the 1-2 pitch popped up and out of play. Well, Williamson stays live, but this isn't one of them right here. So this is where we debunk that theory. And a 1-2 pitch. Williamson stays alive with a foul ball, and the pitch from Logue. Breaking ball. That ball was hit too softly to Jolly for out number 3. That leaves 3 on for the Eagles. Eagles threaten but don't score. We move to the bottom of the second. Good guys on top, 3-0. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live. We're leaning to the left just a little bit on the camera. My OCD kicking in, but we'll be all right. That left us off in the state playoffs in Class A. We're now in Lower District 5. East Clarendon will host Green Sea Floyds tonight. Green Sea Floyds defeated Bamberg Earhart 5-3 to get there. Green Sea Floyds will have to win twice. In Lower District 6, Lakeview is hosting Low Country Leadership, who defeated Carver's Bay 6-0. Low Country Leadership will have to win twice. Dallas Hit will lead off the Rebels second. See if the Rebels can again win the inning, keep the pressure on the Eagles. And the first pitch to Hit almost hits him. He is ball magnet. Yeah, Hammett hadn't been hit a whole lot late. Well, I guess he has. The last game? That's long. That was Thursday. It's a long time ago. And the 1-0 pitch to Hit. Ooh, home run swing comes up foul. Strike 1. The wind has all but died at the moment. That's right. I cut my Velcro straps shorter where I could cinch them down more. I'm an engineer on the side. And a 1-1 pitch to Hit. Low and outside, ball 2. Well, I drew it up first. Yeah, I took it to Took it to the factory line. 2-1 count on Dallas. And a 2-1 pitch. Apparently catches the outside. 2-2. At end of 3, Pillion 2, Abbeville 0. Good ball game up there in the and the pitch misses outside. 3-2. Ooh, that was a tough pitch to take. It started on the plate. That was a good pitch. It started on the plate and broke outside. That's a tough one to take, and it was awful close. The payoff pitch to Dallas. Swing popped up and foul. I mean, that's the thing about Dallas. Dallas, there's no shortening up on Dallas. It's come out of my shoes, caveman baseball. When he hits it, boy, I tell you, it's impressive. And the 3-2 pitch. Popped foul again, staying alive is hit. Be nice to get the leadoff runner on. Again, another power and speed guy. Got a few of those up and down the lineup. And the 3-2 pitch. In the dirt, Dallas.
There's certain things we say that we say every night. That is one that I'm almost certain you have said it.
Ball 4.
Said that a good few times.
Because we still have it. We hadn't lost it now.
The shortstop, Drew Johnson.
Drew Johnson, now your batter. Drew hit one deep to right field in his first plate appearance. We'll see what Coach Horton chooses to do here with no outs. In this double leadoff position. Time called. There will be a pitching change. Paul Martin makes his way to the dugout and comes on. What number is that? Eli Henderson will be.
He pitched last.
Yep. Eli Henderson, who pitched the last game. Eli Henderson pitched 2 innings. He gave up 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 walks, and he struck out 2 earlier in, Thursday night against the Rebels. He was the second pitcher. So in case you are unfamiliar with the pitch counts, which there was a kid in, where was it that the kid pitched a no-hitter, and he pitched 1 over the limit, and they had to forfeit the game. It was in another state. Kid pitched a no-hitter, complete game. He pitched 1 pitch over their limit, but in their state, they just changed the rule where you can't finish a batter. Pitch count is the pitch count. So anyway, so they wound up having to forfeit that game. Where's my pregame lineup? I lost it somewhere. 8 a.m. Oh, wait, here we go. 0 to 30 pitches is no days of rest. 31 to 45 is 1 day of rest. 46 to 60 is 2 days of rest. 61 to 75 is 3 days of rest. 76 to 90 is 4 days of rest. And 91 to the maximum of 110. But in South Carolina, you can finish the batter. So 110 is the max. Finish that batter is 5 days of rest. So we're ready to go now. Eli Henderson takes the mound for the Eagles after 1 complete inning by, whoops, I didn't update my sheet here, Paul Martin. So now we have a lefty with Drew Johnson. Runner goes on the first pitch. That ball gets back to the backstop, so it's going to take a minute for it to catch up. Let's see. So was that wasn't a stolen base? It's kind of a wild pitch. Sorry about that. Sorry, Dallas. You got plenty. I'm not hurting you any. All right, there we go. We should know right here. We look good. Yeah. And the pitch hit to the shortstop. On to third is Dallas. He'll go to first in time. The fielder's choice moves Dallas to third base. Hit hard by Drew, but right at the shortstop.
Now, batting the center fielder, number 9, James Reese.
So Rebels now 90 feet away from winning this inning. James Creasy, your batter, who is 1 for 1. Single in his last plate appearance. And a ball hit to shortstop and through the glove of Gossett. He might not have thrown Creasy out anyway. I mean, that ball was, well, I don't know. It was hit kind of hard, but I don't know if he would have thrown James out.
Now batting for the Rebels, your first baseman.
So Dallas hit scores.
Hammett.
You have James Creasy on first with Justice Hammett, the batter. Now through 4-0 good guys. And the runner goes on the first pitch, and there'll be no throw. Tell you what. It was low and inside. It was a good pitch to steal on, but 1-0 the count. That wasn't a strike, was it? He called that a strike? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Creasy with a big lead at second. That ball hit on the ground. It's a chopper up to the 6 hole. It's going to get through. Creasy comes through. There's a throw at the plate. Not in time. He is safe. 5-0. It was a good throw. Came in on the 1 hop. So Big Justice gets the RBI. Doesn't hit it hard. So now 5-0 good guys. 1 out. Ethan Bates, your batter. Long ball Bates in the last at bat.
Number 7, Ethan Bates.
The wind now blowing slightly to right. Not enough to matter, I don't think. And to throw to first, walking back is Hammett. Let's see. So we have Drew, we have Creasy, we have Dallas. No throws to first, and he throws it Hammett. Which now Justice, don't get me wrong, he's a lot faster than he looks. That ball hammered foul down the third baseline. Big Justice got some giddy up in them wheels. So 0-1 on Bates. 0-1 on Bates, and the pitch with Hammett on first. Ethan going early in the count. That ball stays up. Nice take by Ethan. 1-1. Did you get your fried bologna? Oh my goodness. Nothing left but a aluminum foil ball. The 1-1 pitch. Inside ball 2. If you have not had the fried bologna in the Rebel Zone, then you haven't lived. You have not lived. You may have gone to Tahiti. You may have flown around the world. You haven't lived. And 2-1 pitch to Ethan. That ball hammered into left field, but right at, that ball died, but Orr able to make the catch about just above his shoes. That ball is absolutely ripped. So line drive.
Your second baseman, Ben Jolly.
So now 2 outs for the Rebels. Justice Hammett waits on first. Ben Jolly, your batter. He's 1 for 1 on the evening. And a pitch. Ooh, oh my gosh. That ball about took his kneecaps off and called strike 1. I mean, he ain't tight on the plate either. I don't know about that. Anyway, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, popped a mile high. That could be trouble. Who's calling for it? Center fielder Williamson camps out and underneath, but the Rebels do plate 1 and 2 and win the inning. Now, good guys on top. 5-0 as we move to the top of the third. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. All right, that takes us back to Class A Lower State District 7. Branchville will host the winner of Johnsonville and Hannah Pamplico. I don't have the score from that game on May the 6th. But Lower State District 8, Class A, Latta is hosting St. John's. St. John's defeated Bethune-Bowman 17-2. St. John's will have to win that game twice in order to move forward. Yeah, I'm on 1A. All right. So we'll move on to 3A, see if we can get the Upper State covered for you on the break. Upper State District 1, Union County hosts the winner of Palmetto. Ooh, they're way behind on their bracket there, so we're going to skip that one for now. Upper State District 3, or District 2, 3A. Clinton is hosting Pendleton tonight. Pendleton defeated Wren 15-7 to advance. Pendleton will have to win twice at a very tough Clinton. Let's see, Upper State District 3, Class 3A. Seneca hosts Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge defeated Powdersville 12-6. Blue Ridge will have to win twice. Upper State District 4, Wren will host the winner of Travelers Rest West Oak. That's already happened, but I don't have the score to that one. So Wren sits in the winner's bracket. Class 3A District 5, we'll save until the next half inning as the throwdown has happened. Cohen Orr will be the leadoff batter. Oceanside up 3-2 into third over Beaufort, and they are in a rain delay at what's it called? Shipyard, Shipyard Park. Beautiful park over in Mount Pleasant. And Cohen Orr had a sac bunt in his first plate appearance. Nobody to bunt for here. The first pitch inside. Ooh, that was kind of a strike on Jolly, but maybe it was low. And the pitch inside, ball 2. Getting ready to start their game over on the women's side. The Lady Rebels are hosting Landrum. The winner of that game will have to travel to 96 for the district championship. Very tough 96 team. That ball fouled toward the Rebel dugout. Strike 1. Which that game was a 2-run game earlier this week. Lady Rebels gave them all they could handle. The only blemish on the Lady Rebels record this year has been 96. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So everybody's got that hump they got to get over. So first order of business tonight, Landrum. The winner travels to 96 for the district championship. And a 2-2 pitch to Orr. Fouled back off the net. Orr stays alive. Two now to count on Orr. And the pitch from the windup. Breaking ball, Orr gets it up past the outstretched glove of Johnson into center field for a base hit. Tucker Johnson, your batter. He flew out to center field in his first plate appearance. So again, Will flirting with a few base runners here. Let's see if he can still hold it down. Again, win this inning. Tucker is on top of the plate. Ball's outside, just outside, ball 1. The middle is in, and with Justice holding Orr on over there, that 4-hole is quite large. Logue misses outside, ball 2. That pitch, that ball hit into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Hit comes up. They'll hold at second. The throw's behind him. Yeah, they've done their homework there, but base hit it is. So now 2 runners on, no out. Ethan Lawson, your batter. He's 0 for 1. Error at third base in his first plate appearance. Let's see, Pillion heading into the 5th inning. Pillion over Abbeville, 2-0. Good ball game there. For those keeping score, all Region 3 teams are in their district championship game. First seed Rebels are in their district championship game. Second seed Pillions in their district championship game. They're in the winner's bracket. Third seed Batesburg-Leesville, they're in their championship game. And 4 seed Fox Creekers is in their championship game. And we are here for the pitch to Lawson. Strike one on the inside corner. So pitching ahead is Bates now 0-1 to count on Lawson. Time called ball on the field. So see what Will can do here now. One, no outs. Runners on first and second. 0-1 is the count. Pitch swing and a miss. Strike two. Yeah. And the 0-2 pitch to Lawson. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Lawson. That was right on time. Carson Gossett, the batter. He's 0-1. Greek and Mid-Carolina just started. Our crack statistician Teej, that you hear me talk about so much during the season, feeds me a lot of our stats. He's in the house tonight. First pitch nicely blocked up by Bates. The throw behind his second is not in time. Oh, he dropped the ball. That was awfully close. Nice throw by Ethan. As with it being in the dirt, Orr had a huge secondary. And I think who took that throw? Johnson? I think Ben took that throw. I think Orr slid right back into his arm. I don't know if he would have been out, but it certainly was close. It was one of those guys. And the pitch popped up to center field. That was not going to be deep enough to tag anybody. The runner tags but doesn't go. So out number two it is. Will just keeps on doing what Will does. So a middle to the outfield, center field, rather. Out Paul Martin, the batter. He's 0-1. Now 2 on for the Eagles, the first two batters. So now a strikeout and a flyout. See if we can get out number 3 with no damage. Will just doing what he does. He bends, but he don't break. That first pitch is a little low, ball one. And with the Rebels winning each inning, that certainly gives Coach Horton room to hang on to some pitchers where, yep, he's got some options. 1-0 now. The pitch fouled number back toward the Eagle dugout. Had some wicked movement on it. So 1-1. Martin out front of that pitch just catches the end of the barrel and squibs off toward the bricks. And the 1-1 pitch to Martin. 2 Eagles on, and the pitch. Popped a mile high. Who's got it? Greasy coming on, calling for it is Johnson. He'll make the catch. Out number 3. Eagles leave 2 on, no score. We move to the bottom of the third. Good guys on top, 5-0. You're listening to the Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Who caught that ball? Drew. All right. Drew who? All right. Where'd we leave off at? Class 3A lower district. We're into now District 5. Brooklyn Casey is hosting Waccamaw. Waccamaw defeated Camden 8-6. Waccamaw will have to win twice. Class 3A lower district 6. Beaufort will host Gilbert. Gilbert defeated Loris 12-1. Gilbert will have to win twice. You know, you can say what you want to say, and you talk about a heated one of the best rivalries in high school that I think I've ever been around was the Strom Thurman Gilbert. I mean, I think the animosity was just rooted in respect to the point to where each team knew that any given day somebody was going to step up. And I mean, those were just some of the best games to watch and be a part of. Kind of say I hate to see them go, but sometimes I don't. But I tell you what, those were some games. If you've ever been at those, they've knocked us out of state. We've knocked them out of state. We've defeated them in region playoff games. It's just back and forth, Gilbert. So let me finish my lower district 7. Sorry, I saw a shiny object there. Marlboro County will host Hanahan. Hanahan beat Aner 9-5. Hanahan will have to win twice. In Class 3A lower district 8, Dreer is hosting Georgetown. Georgetown defeated Philip Simmons 4-1, and Georgetown will have to win twice. So Braden McAllister, your batter, he's 0 for 0 with a walk. And Eli Henderson returns for his second inning of work. That ball buzzes by McAllister's head. Ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch to McAllister. Swing, popped into right field. That's going to be trouble. Martin giving chase. He will not get there. That's a fair ball. McAllister on his way to second. He's motoring to third. The throw comes in, no cut. And McAllister's into third. Martin gave it a run for his money, laid out. I mean, that's the all-in move there. He just did miss that ball, but by missing it, that winds up putting McAllister on third. So it's kind of a danged if you do, danged if you don't kind of thing. So that puts leadoff batter McAllister on third. I think Martin might be injured. I hope he's okay. Nope. Just broke his glasses. All right.
So we have
Mom and Dad, if you're listening, Oakley SI has some great deals. So Martin laid out on that one. I mean, that was a really good play. This is a solid outfield for the Eagles. I mean, there are not a lot of holes out there. They don't give up base hits. So Martin all in on that one. A diving play tips off of his glove. So do you pull up and hold it to a single? Do you go for it and get the out with the chance the ball squibs by you? And that wound up being the case. So now Cody Davenport, your batter, 0 for 0 with a walk, with McAllister 90 feet away from the Rebels' 6th run of the game. And that pitch outside, strike 1. I think Cody said he has family living in Kansas that listens in. Welcome to you guys. Cody hits it deep to center field. Oh, that's kind of shallow. And the shortstop will make the play, not deep enough to tag anybody. You don't want to throw that ball. Why would you throw that ball? Anyway, so it's out. I mean, you pass ball, the guy scores.
now batting the third baseman, number 15, Jay Willis.
So fly out to shortstop. As I was in the middle of giving Cody his family shout out, he was supposed to give me some names, but I don't have them yet. So thank you guys for listening in. Glad we could give you something to watch and listen to when you're unable to attend games. That's what it's for. Jay Willis, your batter. We don't want to leave this runner on third. That ball hit the shortstop. That's going to be deep enough to score McAllister, and it does. In the dirt and out at first. So with the fielder's choice scores Braden McAllister. So job done. Nice dig at first by Johnson. So 2 outs. Dallas hit your batter. Now 6-0 Rebels. Game is never out of reach this early, that's for sure. So let's keep it going. Dallas, the first pitch high and outside, ball 1. Dallas walking his first plate appearance. And the 1-0 pitch is inside, strike 1. So 1-1 to count on Dallas, and a pitch from Henderson is inside, Ooh.
I think that was a strike early.
Blue flinched on the right side, but decided not to exercise that right.
Thankfully so.
2-1. And a 2-1 pitch to Dallas. That ball drilled up the middle for a base hit. Nice 2-out rally. Oops, let me undo that one. In play.
Step here to the plate. Your shortstop, Drew Johnson.
Back around to the top. Drew Johnson, your batter now. 2 down. Dallas hit your runner on first. See if Coach Horton decides to move him into scoring position with 2 outs. Rebels have won the first 3 innings. Like we said, our goal is to win each inning. So here we are. We left them loaded. Did we leave them loaded? We left them loaded. Not us. We left them loaded last inning. Dallas goes on the first pitch. The ball's low. There will be no throw.
We're getting that one. It's a stealing Dallas.
So now Rebels in scoring position. Dallas hit 1-0 to count on Drewski. He's 0 for 2 uncharacteristically. And a pitch inside, called strike 1.
Exercises that time.
Congratulations on Drew, who kind of hinted around that he was done after high school, which is a shame because he's such a dynamic athlete, but has now committed to the pitch inside Spartanburg Methodist. Good to see him continue to play baseball. Definitely a talent. He is a super quiet leader, a leader of actions. 2-1 on Johnson and a pitch. Low ball 3. He's another one with extremely high baseball IQ. He's definitely been coached well through the years. Knows the game, knows the nuances. Doesn't chase bad pitches, that's for sure. 3-1. And something to look for here with Dallas at second, inside. Ooh, call. Oh my gosh. Called strike 2. Oh my God. Gosh. Golly. And payoff pitch. Johnson stays up, ball 4. Like I said, he don't chase. Brings up James Creasy, your batter. He is 1 for 2. A single and reached on an error. We're ready for 4A baseball. 4A does it a little bit different than everybody else. Instead of 4 14 districts, they do 2 18 brackets. So we'll get into that the next half inning. 2-0 now for the Rebels. James Creasy, your batter. Eli Henderson giving a lot of thought to Dallas at second base. I can definitely leave you. Runners go. The double steal is on. And the throw is not in time. Dallas will be on third. The double steal now puts 2 in scoring position. So who's that? Gray Collegiate over Batesburg-Leesville, 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th. It's a good game. Great Batesburg giving them all they can handle. Oh, James is hit by a pitch. Dallas, you can't score on a hit by pitch, brother. But hey, way to be on point. So that loads them up for Justice Hammett now. James Creasy on first, Drew Johnson on second, Dallas hit on third.
Number 8, Justice Hammett. When you love life starts fumbling.
So Justice is 1 for 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Yeah, bases loaded here. There might be some daddy hacks in this at bat. And he holds up. He was ready to go. Didn't pull the trigger on that one. 1-0 on Hammett. You definitely don't want to get behind. You don't want to get behind a lot of these guys. But and the pitch stays up, ball 2. Yeah. But he's a team player, though. He'll take the walk. I can tell you that. He's not a selfish player. I know he wants to go. But again, just another disciplined player that'll take what he gets. And the 2-0, are we taking here? Are we swinging away inside? The ball gets away. On comes Dallas. 1 run will score. So that takes the force out of play. and makes the count 3-0 on Justice. I'd turn him loose here with 2 outs. Would you? 3-0? You wouldn't turn him loose here? You know, I'd walk if I were them. I'd walk him. And a pitch. Oh, called strike 2. Huh? Well, I mean, you got a 4. Which one you want to face? It doesn't matter. And at least you got a force. Yeah, I mean. And a 3-1 pitch. That ball hit a mile deep. Back goes Orr. It will not hold it. 3-run home run. Big Justice Hammett delivers in the bottom of the third. Good guys now at 10-0. It will be your score. Oh my goodness! Told you don't get behind on him. Justice Hammett delivers in a big way now. 10-0 your score. 2-out rally again by the Rebels. Very nicely played. I mean, you always second guess stuff like that. Well, base is open. I mean, he's got power. Bates has got power. Bates has already hit a home run. I would kind of pitch around him. Maybe try to get him to chase. I wouldn't just walk him, but maybe pitch around him and see if you can get him to chase something bad. Mid Carolina, top of the second, 2-0 over Fox Creek. And 10-0 here in the Rebel zone, and Ethan Bates, your batter. That ball hit down the third base line, and foul ball. Just foul. That would have been a double for Bates. I can never remember. I don't know why. 15-3. 10-4. I think that was a ball. I don't know why I can't ever remember that. I remember it in travel ball, but I can't remember high school. It's 15, 10, and 5 still, right? Anyway, let's don't worry about that. Let's score and hold them. And the pitch. And the ball says up, ball 2. $15-10.
Ball 2.
Right. He's Twitter hunting over here for us. 2-0 Pillion over Abbeville in the 6th, 2-0. It's a close game. And 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ethan got one in his eyes, and it looked like a watermelon probably. 2-2 now on Bates. Nobody on for the Rebels. Bases cleaned up with 2 outs. We'll take it. And the 2-2 pitch. That ball drilled to the third baseman, but right at Weiss, who makes the catch for out number 3. But the Rebels put 5 across in the frame now. 10-0. Good guys on top. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Let me give him his line drive here. All right, on to 4A baseball. Let's see where we're at in our brackets. Earlier this week, Lawrence had a comeback victory over North Augusta. I think North Augusta had them 6-0, and Lawrence won 8-6, I think. So North Augusta will move down to the elimination bracket, and they await the winner of Indianland and Greenwood. So they'll play that game, and the winner of that game goes to the Upper State Bracket 1 championship game. Lawrence will have to be beaten twice in the Upper State Bracket 1. Upper State Bracket 2, Greenville sits in the winner's bracket. And Catawba Ridge is awaiting the winner of Riverside and South Aiken. So Catawba Ridge will play the winner of Riverside Aiken. The winner of that game will have to go to Greenville and win twice. So Lower State Bracket 1 for 4A. South Florence awaits in the winner's bracket. Lugoff Elgin in the elimination bracket waits for Greer and Hartsville. The winner of Greer Hartsville will play Lugoff Elgin, and the winner of that game will have to defeat South Florence twice. Lower State Bracket 2, North Myrtle Beach sits in the winner's bracket. James Island moves to the elimination bracket. Dell will play the winner of AC Flora, and I don't have the matchup there, but that game will have to defeat North Myrtle Beach twice. So that's your 4A playoff brackets. We'll get to 5A right after this inning. West Florence, that matchup. So Landon Jones takes the mound. He'll come on in relief of Will Logue. Let's see.
Now batting number 8, Eli Henderson.
Eli Henderson will be your batter. Let's see. Will checks out with 3 innings, 50 pitches, 1 strikeout, 4 hits. And that ball hit to Jolly. He'll go to first. Ooh, not in time.
That's a good call.
So infield single. See, Will had he only had 1 strikeout, which is kind of low for him. 2 walks and 4 base hits. Rebels defense doing the job.
Now batting number 4, Dawson Brewer.
I'm gonna have to give him a single on that one because he beat it out. So again, first batter on for the inning for the Eagles. See if they can do anything with it. That ball hit to right field. Dallas is right underneath for out number 1. Henderson will have to retreat back.
We got to hear Kyle.
So 1 down now. Kyle Martin is your batter, who's 1 for 1 on the evening. Henderson on first, and the first pitch to Martin, low and outside, ball 1. Landon, a very good-looking freshman pitcher. That ball hit on the ground at third base. Oh, just foul. Ooh, that was close. Chesnee definitely a good-looking squad. I mean, we've just Rebels are just on hitting the ball well. And the pitch, breaking ball inside. Ooh, that was nasty. 1 and 2 to count now on Martin. And gets him to pop up to right field. Jolly's making the call. He'll make it catch for out number 2 in shallow right field. 2 down now for the Eagles. And Carlson Williamson, the batter. The Rebels have been able to be efficient enough with their pitching where our young guys can come in and pitch with not a whole lot of pressure on them in some of these games. That's definitely worked to our advantage to develop some of these young guys. It's a lot different on the mound when you're pitching a 10-0 game than a 3-3 bases loaded game, And the pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Yeah. And C2, I've dubbed him. The ball popped up to right field. Camping underneath is Dallas. He'll block the sun and make out number 3. So Landon retires the side. And we'll move to the bottom of the 4th. 10-0 good guys. Yeah, it's 10 after 5. 15 after 4. Well, we won in 3 the other night, 15. Anyway. So here we go with 5A District 2. Oh, where'd my District 1 go? I lost my District 1. There it is. 5A District 1, Upper State. T.O. will host Dutch Fork. Dutch Fork defeated Fort Mill 2-1. I bet that was a good game. Dutch Fork will have to win twice against T.O. Upper State District 2, 5A. Lexington will host Clover. Clover defeated Dorman 5-1. Clover defeated Dorman 5-1. So Clover will have to defeat Lexington twice. 5A Upper State District 3, Rock Hill will host Boiling Springs. Boiling Springs defeated Woodmont 6-1. Boiling Springs will have to win twice. Upper State District 4, 5A Spartanburg is at Blythewood. Spartanburg defeated Hillcrest 6-0. So Spartanburg will have to defeat Blythewood twice. Lower State District 5, Carolina Forest will host Wando. Wando defeated Ashley Ridge 4-3. Wando will have to win twice. Lower State District 6, River Bluff will host Stratford. Stratford defeated Sumter 2-1 to get there. Stratford will have to win twice. Lower State District 7, Chapin will host Berkeley. Berkeley defeated Fort Dorchester 2-0. Berkeley will have to defeat Chapin twice. And 5A Lower District 8, Somerville hosts St. James. St. James defeated Cane Bay 1-0 to advance. St. James will have to win twice.
Now batting for your Rebels, the second
Huh?
baseman,
New pitcher, what's his name? 21 is your new pitcher. That's Cohen Orr. He takes the mound. Ben Jolly's your batter. Who's that? Gilbert and Buford.
Give this man some balls.
I can't say that. Not on the air. We'll leave it. Blue doesn't have any and has to go gather some. Okay. Let's keep it PG here.
JC gathering his ball.
So Ben Jolly is 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. And the pitch inside strike one. Jolly with the look of dismay at the home plate umpire. And the 0-1 pitch to Jolly. Swing and a miss, strike two. Lady Rebels national anthem being played. Good luck to them tonight. The winner will have to travel to 96 for the district championship. That ball into dirt and off the bricks. Ball one. That'll be a good time to go yard while the national anthem plays on the other side of the park. Give him a flag to carry around the bases. And the 1-2 pitch to Jolly. The ball popped up a mile high. Giving chase is the entire left side of the Eagles defense. The shortstop, Gossett, ranges all the way over in foul territory and makes the play for out number one. Now batting for the Rebels will be Braden McAllister.
Now batting for the Rebels, the left fielder, Braden McAllister.
McAllister's 1 for 1 with a base hit that wound up being a triple and a walk. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. And a pitch fouled back up and off the net, strike two. On McAllister. Oh, 2 on McAllister. Probably going to be something breaking right here anyway. It is. That ball hitting the right field again. That ball's going to get down for at least one. McAllister on his way to second. And it's a legit double. Nice throw. But it was a legit double by McAllister going backside. So again, with 2 outs, the Rebels keep on keeping on. Yeah. They play a lot of North Carolina teams. Cody Davenport's your batter. He is 0 for 1, fly out and a walk. See if we can score again in the bottom of the fourth, leave no frames open. Be a good time for a Cody bomb.
I hadn't seen one first.
You hadn't seen one of them? And the first pitch to Davenport. McAllister been given a long look. The ball misses outside, ball one. It's the third pitcher. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside, ball 2. Two 2-0 now on Cody. I know I get accused of saying the same thing over and over, but it's another one you don't want to fall behind to. That ball catches the outside corner, strike 1. Got to go backside on that one, Code. Yeah. This team built a little bit different. I mean, last year's team, I dubbed them the cardiac pack because it was ball misses outside, nail biters, come from behinds, finding a way to win. Somebody you didn't expect to step up, stepped up. This team is in every game and usually in the driver's seat. And a 3-1 pitch stays high and outside, ball 4. So Cody is on. Jay Willis, your batter. Jay Will been striking the ball well as of late.
Stepping up to the plate, your third baseman, Jay Willis.
So time called and what? We're going to run for him? Might be a re-entry here. So Bryson Bryant will come on and be your pinch runner.
The pinch runner for Davenport, Bryson Bryant.
So now Jay Willis, your batter, and 2 Rebels on. Bryson Bryant on first, Braden McAllister on second. And the first pitch to Willis, inside, ball 1. Rebels kind of went flat after winning the region. They kind of went flat a little bit. And I was kind of worried coming into the playoffs, but that ball hit on the ground. It's a soft to third base. He'll go to second in time for 1 out. On the first, not in time in the fielder's choice. All right, so
Now batting for your Rebels, the right fielder, number 6, Dallas.
now with 2 down, I thought we had 2 outs already. Anyway, 2 down, Dallas hits your batter. Jay Willis on first, Braden McAllister on third. Dallas hit, who is 1 for 1, a walk and a single. Wind picking up a little bit toward right field, but not too much. And ball called by the tower. Ball fouled off for strike 1.
I mean, you see that too, right?
I wasn't looking, but
He set and then just started bouncing with his front foot.
did he?
And then he stopped and looked at the plate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that is a
0-1 on Dallas now. Jay Willis at first again. Braden McAllister at third. See if we can score a run in this frame.
be one thing if he did that every
Ball is low, ball 1. Yeah, it's got to do it all the time, or it becomes deceptive, which I think is the
term.
part of the point.
See if he does it here.
The 1-1 count
Upset.
to Dallas, and he kind of walks his foot out.
But last time he stopped and then he did that.
Time called. Little gamesmanship going on here. Taking a long time to come to the plate is Orr. Dallas says, no, sir. But Blue doesn't have to give you that call, batter. So just remember, stay in there till you get it.
Happened last game against Chesnee. One of the Chesnee guys at the time when they requested it, and then he started
The
playing.
1-1 pitch. Ball hit a mile high toward right field. Giving chase is Martin, but it gets out of play. Strike 2. These Chesnee outfielders are legit. I mean, they're quick. They cover some ground. But Rebels able to hit the ball where people aren't. There's no fielder out there behind that Connex, so not a whole lot you can do with those. And a 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, ooh, just misses ball 2. Might have been a little elevated. It was a good pitch. Twosies in the Rebel zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Dallas hit. Runners wait first and third. Jay Willis, Braden McAllister. And a 2-2 pitch to Dallas as Orr walks his way out and pitches. Ball 3, payoff pitch low. So Willis will be going on the pitch. Yeah, not a bad time to pick off at all. You really got to wait, make sure he goes to the plate. Willis, another one of the young sophomores, and he goes, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rebels leave 2 on. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th. Good guys, if they can hold them here, that'll be ball game. Won't count our eggs before they hatch now. 10-0. Rebels up. Rebels ahead 10-0 now. We'll have a pitching change. Colton Mason will be your pitcher. 90. We'll step out while Colton takes his warm-up pitches. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live in the Rebel Zone, hot off the press. Gray Collegiate defeats Batesburg-Leesville 6-4. Shout out to a great season by Batesburg, one of our Region 3 opponents. So if the Rebels hold on to this victory right here, we will host Gray Collegiate on Thursday night in the Rebel Zone in the first round of the Upper State Championships. That also is a double elimination bracket of 4 teams. So after tonight, there will only be 8 teams left, 4 teams in Upper State, 4 teams in the Lower State. A double elimination bracket in the Upper State, double elimination bracket, get 4 teams in the Lower State. Winner of Upper State plays the winner of Lower State for the state championship. There you have it. And Cohen Orr will be your batter. He is 1 for 1. Sack bunt and a single. Colton Mason takes the mound for the Rebels. Getting some work in with some arms for the Rebels. And the first pitch hits Orr in the back. So again, the Eagles had the first runner on. Doing calculus on that thing or what? So Tucker Johnson, now your batter. He is 1 for 2, fly out and a single. And a pitch on the ground to third base. Willis will have to hurry. Rolls up his arm. He goes to first. In time, Hammett hangs on to the bag for out number 1. So 10-0, and it's terrible coming from the Chesnee fans, which I get it. We would be too, I'm sure. No, it's a thing. So what do we have here? We have Cohen Orr on second, Ethan Lawson the batter, 1 out. Willis, the ball did roll up his arm. He made a high throw. Mr. Blue says that Hammett hangs on to the bag. It was a very close play. So I could see where it went against you. It's in the back of his chest protector. Yeah, it hit the ground. So the ball bounces up, gets stuck in the back piece of the chest protector on Ethan,
Now, I know he
and he
didn't.
can't find it. So the runner moves to third.
I think that's considered a balk on the catcher if you use a piece of equipment to keep
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah,
I know if you use your helmet to stop
yeah.
the ball or anything
Yeah,
like
just
that,
kind
it's
of
a balk.
inadvertent though. I don't know. So
I don't know. I've seen
anyway, Ower's on third. 1-0 the count on Lawson. So 1 run scored here, and the game stays alive. We'll have to play some more baseball. And the 1-0 pitch to Lawson. That ball hit foul down to third baseline. 1-1 to count on Lawson. So the Eagles have had plenty of base runners as they've left 7 on. Rebels have left 5 on, and the pitch. This is outside, ball 2.
I say you put him on, try to keep a double play. So you can,
The ball misses low, ball 3. 3-1. 3-1 to count now on Lawson. And the pitch misses low, ball 4.
just trying to get the double play. Just trying to get the double
Well, that sets up the double play. With Gossett, who is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts.
Where is it?
So double play would be ball game. Let's see what the Rebels are playing. Let's see. Willis is about middle. Nobody's really playing in. So that ball hit to the center field. That's going to be deep enough to tag up the run. Creasy will make the out. The run comes. The throw is cut off. So run scored. Out number 2. So sack fly there. Let's see.
We can score one. We can score one.
Yep. Score 1 in the bottom, or don't let them score any more here. Just don't.
We like that one without saying.
Yeah. So
Now batting number 34, Paul Martin.
16's on first base, so we have a pinch runner. And
They don't get there.
I don't have where? Jaden Hill, your pinch runner. And a pitch, strike 1. Welcome in, Chesnee Eagle folks, if you're listening. I think we gave out the link. We found out some folks couldn't make it, gave out the link. A lot to be proud of for your season. I mean, it's not over. I mean, it's 10-1. We don't count our eggs before they hatch, but win, lose, or draw, good season. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-1. Yeah, exactly. Ball popped a mile high to Jolly, calling for it. That'll be out number 3. We'll have to play the bottom of the 5th after the Rebels giving up the first run of the postseason.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. So we move to the bottom of the 5th. Good guys on top 10-1. We'll step out with a word from one of our sponsors. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
We have to jump around that one, do we not?
Brian King here, voice of Strong Thurman Rebels Baseball, and I want to tell you a little bit about my friends down at Old McDonald Fish Camp. They have the best fish and seafood anywhere, the best catfish you'll ever put in your mouth, I promise. Great family business where the iced tea, the tartar sauce, the hush puppies were created right in the family kitchen. Located at 355 Currytown Road in North Augusta, South Carolina. Give them a call, 803-279-3305. Find them on the web at oldmcdonaldfishcamp.com. Open Thursday and Friday at 5 o'clock, Saturday at 4. Hope to see you there.
Now, batting for your Rebels, the shortstop.
Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live in the Rebel Zone. We move to the bottom of the fifth, 10-1 good guys. Drew Johnson will be your leadoff batter. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Nothing defensively changed for, well, there's a defensive change. Number 13 is at first. First pitch misses low, ball 1. So 13 is Jordan Fitch at first base. And a pitch low and inside, ball 2. So you got number 4. Well, we got it short. 2. 34 is at third. All right, so 34. Paul Martin at third. All right, and a 2-0 pitch to Johnson. Swing down third base line. That's going to be a fair ball. Nicely picked up by Martin, but not in time. Ooh, that was a nice pick by Martin. I have to give him a single on that one because he had to beat it out. Now batting is James Creasy. Let's see, left field is number.
Stepping up to plate, your center fielder, number 9, James Reese.
Center field is still Williamson. Can't pick up right fielder's number. Can't pick up left fielder's number. The runner goes on the first pitch. There'll be no throw. And ball 1 on Creasy.
Yeah, let's just lay one down.
Number 8 is in left field. Eli Henderson. And number 11 in right field. Trying to give everybody their props here. Tucker Johnson in right field. All right. Got your defensive line up, set up. And the 1-0 pitch. And the bunt fielded. Oh, dive by Martin. It gets Creasy out at first. What a play. He dove, and who picked that ball up? Creasy diving headfirst into first base for the out, but it moves the runner. So the sack bunt.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, Justice Hammett.
So Justice Hammett, your batter. Now one down, Drew Johnson at third. Let's see, Pillion baseball 2, Abbeville baseball 1. What a great game. Pillion moves on to the upper state championship bracket. Congratulations to the Panthers. And the first pitch to Hammett. Home run cut. Home run miss. Strike 1. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go early. Mid Carolina, top of the third, 3. Fox Creek 0. Fox Creek has to beat them twice. That's a tall order. Mid Carolina's very solid. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside, ball 1. So 90 feet away is the winning run. If the Rebels can get him across, a deep fly ball will do it. Outfield is at middle depth for that. Infield is in. No, you got to cut that run down. You've got to. Foul ball, strike 2. And your camera's a little bit to the left now. Let's see. Oh, I lost my feed. Where is it? So 1 and 2, Justice needs to shorten it up and get this run home. So it is baseball, you know. Don't give anybody any more chances than you have to. And the 1-2 pitch with the infield drawn in, and the outfield's not shallow, but they're middle way. That ball hit on the ground. Pitcher will hold the runner at third, go to first. Well played. So ground out to the pitcher. Holds the runner at third, Drew Johnson. Any mistake here, Drew Johnson will score. There's no doubt about that. But 2 outs it is, and Ethan Bates, your batter. He's 1 for 3, 2 flyouts, and a home run. No home run needed here, just a base hit somewhere. Everybody goes back to normal depth now with 2 outs. We'll take a walk-off wild pitch here, maybe, and apparently, who's the pitcher now? Kevin Cohenor. All right, they put Bates on. Intentional walk there.
The intentional walk brings up your second baseman, number 10, Ben Jolly.
So that will be intentional walk and Bryson.
And your courtesy runner, number 13, Caleb Simpkins.
Caleb Simpkins will be your courtesy runner. So we have runners on first and third now, 2 outs. Ben Jolly, your batter. He's 1 for 3. Fly out, single, and another fly out. 190 feet away, Simpkins doesn't mean anything, so. And there'll be absolutely no, well, I mean, you can steal an out, I guess. No reason to even steal here because that run means absolutely nothing. And he goes, the ball's up. There'll be no throw.
Just trying to make a throw, see if you can.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, you said it earlier, but their cutoff man right there. Baseball IQ's looking pretty low with this.
Yeah.
Season, so.
Yeah. So 1-0 to count on Jolly now with a base open. I would walk him now. I would walk him here. The winning run's 90 feet away. I would walk him and get a force everywhere. But hey, I'm just a guy that looks at a computer screen and talks on a microphone. 2-0 to nothing. Swing and a miss, strike one. 2-0, 2-1 now to count on Jolly. I mean, would you walk him here? You're 90 feet away from losing the game. 2 outs. Not with Braden on deck? Okay, well, you're throwing the odds. Okay, I get it. 2-1. Strike 2 called. Yeah. Tuesday's in the Rebel Zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 10-1. Good guys. 90 feet away from the ball game, or 1 pitch away from extending the game another inning. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pass ball. The runner is going to score. That's going to be the ball game on a drop strike 3.
Where is Crazy Train?
Drop third strike. Let's see. So wait a minute. All right, so that's going to be your ball game. Let's see. You're going to go grab that camera. And we need to grab, we'll step out for just a moment, and we'll have Rebel wrap up on the other side with Coach Horton and our Strom Thurmond Rebel Booster Club player of the game just on the other side. You're listening to Rebel Radio, your 2023 district champions on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live in the Rebel Zone post game being wrapped up. Coach Horton with his squad on the field celebrating their district championship game. Rebels go through the district championship with some very efficient batting and pitching. I mean, just two things that just got to have without being said. Giving up one run in the district playoffs, and that earns us a spot at home against Gray Collegiate on Thursday night. Again, Pillion is also in the district championship. Mid Carolina over Fox Creek right now in that game. We'll wait for Coach Horton and our Strom Thurman Rebel Booster Club player of the game in just a moment. We'll step out for just a second. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson back with you live in the Rebel Zone on the Rebel Sports Network, celebrating 2023 district champions. Your Strom Thurman Rebels just about ready for Rebel wrap up with Coach Horton and our Strom Thurman Rebel Booster Club player of the game to be announced right after that. Cleanup being done on the field as the ice bucket was ceremoniously dumped. That's always a cold, warm feeling, if I could say that right. Coach Horton now in the house with his wet jacket standing over there. So we'll go into Rebel wrap up with Coach Horton. Coach, late in the season, I felt like we kind of got flat, and then I think first game before playoffs we talked, and you said, Coach Johnson said these guys are locked in. I agree. These guys are locked in. All phases throughout the district playoffs, hitting the ball, timely hits, power, speed, base running, pitching, giving up one run for the entire district playoffs. So your assessment of your team up to this point in the district playoffs?
We won, so we're playing pretty well. But it's kind of like you said. I think we're pretty locked in right now. Boys are swinging the bat well, we're throwing strikes, making routine plays, and at the end of the day, high school baseball is what it's all about. Couldn't be more proud of them, but I can promise you this: that they're not ready to be done. So we're excited to make it on to the next round and see what happens.
Absolutely, a 6-4 ball game. Gray Collegiate over Batesburg-Leesville, close game there. So we will host Gray Collegiate here on Thursday night. I do believe that sets it up. Pillion also won. Mid Carolina right now over Fox Creek, who has to win twice. So that's starting to shape up. Nice to be one of the last 8. But like you said, we're not done. So the good thing about the stellar pitching performance and the run support that we're getting is you're able to get some of our younger guys in on the mound with less pressure packed pitching. And Matt, wow, what a chance of development that's been in the district playoffs. So how do you think that's helped you moving forward as well?
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely going to pay dividends in the future for those guys. But also at the same point in time, those young guys are throwing the ball well right now. I mean, so Landon Jones especially, I think the ball's come out of his hand really well right now. So, he's kind of been a guy for us. That first game against Columbia, I don't think it would have mattered who we were playing that night. The way he was throwing, I think he did a really good job. And just got to continue to get guys on the mound there throwing strikes. The game. That's okay.
Sorry about that. So speaking of, let's bring in our Strom Thurmond Rebel Booster Club player of the game, big junior Justice Hammett. Come on in, Justice. All season long, you've been, staying at the top on a lot of the leaderboard for the Rebels, and only your junior season. So we get another one out of you. How would you sum up your junior season here for the Rebels?
Nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm glad I'm here as a Rebel, and I look forward to next year. And let's see how far this thing will go.
So on that particular at bat, you went 2 for 4 RBIs, helped us out big. That gave us a 10-run lead that we needed, and we just had to go one more inning to actually close it out. But it was a base open. I was thinking, well, 2 outs. You don't walk this guy intentionally. Maybe you do. You get baits. I mean, you pitch around you get baits. So choose your poison, right? So I said, what I said I would have done. Of course, who am I? But I said I would have pitched around you. See if I could get you to chase a bad pitch maybe and do some ground ball or fly out or whatever. But he didn't. What were you looking for and what did you get?
I was looking for that fastball. I watched one whenever I had a 3-0 count and our bases were loaded. And I watched it and I don't know. I knew what was coming next because I knew he was going to, if he throwed one, he was trying to bring another one in there and he messed up. And now they're headed back to home with a loss.
Well, that's the way it works. So moving forward, congratulations. We'll see you Thursday night. Big tall order.
Everybody come on out.
Come on out. Support these guys, upper state playoffs. So we will sign out from the Rebel Zone 2023 District Champions 11-2 victory over the Chesnee Eagles. Congratulations to Chesnee Eagles on a fine season. These guys have got a lot of talent. They got a lot of things going. I think they just hit the wrong team at the wrong time. Rebels clicking on all cylinders right now. And we will see you Thursday night in the Rebel Zone. Great Collegiate coming into town. It's time to see what public and charter is all about. Hopefully we can stay clicking and no let-ups Thursday night. But you don't need to be here listening to me here on this radio broadcast, video broadcast. You need to be there in the stands. Don't just be Rebel proud, be Rebel loud Thursday night. Signing off in Rebel Zone, Gary Johnson, Ike Rogers, Tyler Johnson. We'll see you Thursday night. You've been